Another buy or sell. This one comes from John in California. Loose Cannon Lopez has a buy or sell this week. What do you think is the best WWE Championship match involving Mick Foley out of these three choices, each of which represents the three faces of Foley? Mankind against Shawn Michaels at Ground Zero. Oh, not Ground Zero. At Mind Games. There we go. 1996. He did write Mind Games, by the way. That was my screw up. He did write the correct pay-per-view. I had Ground Zero on my mind for some reason. So is it Mankind and Shawn at Mind Games in 96? Dude Love against Stone Cold Steve Austin at Over the Edge in 98? Or Cactus Jack against Triple H at the Royal Rumble in 2000? I love how the opponents are not all the same, right? Shawn Michaels is the flashier, more technical guy. Triple H, I guess, would also be more technical, kind of like a technician/brawler type. Austin, by that point, was just a total brawler. So, like, each of his opponents have a different style and a different way of working. I think it just shows how versatile Foley could be as a performer, that all three of those matches were just insanely good. This is a tough one. I love all three of those matches. And I've professed my love, especially for that Over the Edge match, which had Vince McMahon as the referee, and I think Pat Patterson was the ring announcer, and Briscoe was the timekeeper. I mean, they stacked the deck against Austin in that match. But him and Foley just had this great brawl that just totally encapsulated everything I loved about the Attitude Era. Like, all the good things. As overbooked as it was, and it was, but just everything about I love that match so much. That being said, I have to go with Mind Games against Shawn Michaels in 96. I'm going to buy on that and sell on the other ones. And Foley might do the same. I think he said before that Mind Games match may be his favorite of all the matches he's ever had. He was in the best shape of his life physically for that match. Lost, a lot. I don't know if he dropped a lot of weight. He certainly gained weight after that. I mean, we all do, but he was in great shape for that match, and he was able to hang in there with Shawn. Shawn had to change the kind of match that he was used to wrestling, but Foley hung in there with him. They just had this great professional wrestling match. It was a clash in styles, but it worked. They had great chemistry together. The match was exciting. And I say that even though it had a DQ finish. It had a bullshit DQ finish where Vader was late, running down to the ring to interfere to cause the DQ. Shawn had to get up and kind of run towards him before Vader was even up on the apron. I'm sure he yelled at him for that too. And so even with that finish, it couldn't ruin the match for me. The post-match stuff with Foley putting the claw on Shawn and telling Paul Bearer to lift the lid on the casket that they had brought to the ring with them. And when he lifts the lid, the Undertaker pops out of the casket. People lost their minds in the building. Just a great moment, a great match. And I would say that is the one that I would have to go with. And also, I'm a big Mankind fan. I'm a way bigger Mankind fan than I was Dude Love or Cactus Jack. So the fact that he was Mankind and had that great match just adds to it for me.